Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make these butterfly mobiles. They're very fun to have hanging around your room. What's coming up next is how to do it, and you can do it at home or in the classroom. So I hope you enjoy this project. You can do one that's looks more like a real butterfly, or you can do one that's your imaginary fantasy butterfly. So and you can hang them from the ceiling of your room with one little tack, and they're kind of fun, or you can carry them around. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's a good idea to look at butterflies, real butterflies, and just get pictures that you like. The materials you're going to need are cereal box or cracker box, because they make it hard enough for the wings and durable enough. And you need glue stick, and you need paper or cardstock, and fish line monofilament, and any kind of coloring materials that you want to work with. And you need scissors, and a needle is a good idea too. First, you just coat your cereal box with glue, and you cover it with the paper, and you get both sides coated with glue and paper, and then you fold them in half, each side, because you've got a top wing and a bottom wing. Then you draw your wing from the fold, the middle of the wing, what makes the wings, together, is at the fold. So you want exactly the same shape, and then you go ahead and cut that out. And it's a little hard to cut. You might need a little help with that, but get it cut out. Just make sure that the paper is stuck well to the cardboard. Get both sets of wings cut out. And then you're going to need a body. So you take some of the scrap of the cardboard, paper covered cardboard, or cover some cardboard with paper, like I'm doing here. Once again, use your glue stick. You can use other types of glue, but I find glue stick just less messy and just easier. And it really, really adheres well. So you fold it in half again, lengthwise, and you draw half of what a butterfly body would look like. And then go ahead and cut that out. Sometimes I cut it a little too fast, so I need to re-glue it. That's no problem. And then I always do a pair of little wings on the back. It just helps everything stick together better. So I'm going to use some more scrap from a fold and do a little wings. There you've got your pieces, and they're ready to color. I used Caran d'Ache, which I really like working in, and it's a watercolor crayon, and I used Sharpie for the black part, and I'm kind of going for a more realistic sort of monarch type butterfly. And again, you could cover these with newspaper articles. You could just make it a crazy butterfly. You could do anything you want. You could do a big polka dot butterfly, any colors you want. It's your butterfly to create. Sharpie's kind of cool to work with because it's permanent, and you can take other colors, like watercolor, and it's not going to interrupt the Sharpie. It's not going to make it run. And since I'm going to be using Caran d'Ache, and Caran d'Ache is a very cool medium. It's a watercolor crayon, and so I'm just coloring I'm going to color both sides because you're going to see these from both the top and the bottom. So you want to have both sides all finished, nicely finished. This is Caran d'Ache. What happens when I take a brush to it, it's going to become very like watercolor, and a little brush with a little water. I've colored it all with Caran d'Ache, and now I'm going to take my water brush. A water brush is a pretty cool thing because you fill the barrel with water, and that way you can just kind of keep painting. So see how now with a little water added to that, it becomes a paint, and the colors get brighter, more intense, and it doesn't mess up my black because the black is done with permanent marker. Again, you can use anything that you want to color with. Crayons are just perfectly good. I think every artist started with crayons. Sometimes it's just really fun to just go back to crayons. You don't necessarily have to use a cereal box. You can use cardstock and make a butterfly, but you do want it to be thicker than paper. So I thought everybody has access to an old cereal box. I'm finished painting. It's all painted. And now we're going to get ready to glue it together. And as you see, there's some of the glue came up on the little wings I made, so I'm going to fix that. You want to make sure that it's pretty well intact and get the painted part all glued so it's all ready to go. Just touch up little parts that you need to touch up. So you want to make sure it's all pretty well glued together. And the first thing is just to assemble it and then get the wings. So you want glue painted between the wings, pretty good amount of glue to just have them hang in there together. Get the body on and then get the little wings on, and it's going to get ready to get strung up. Now I've got a butterfly. Now you find the balancing point. How is the butterfly going to balance? And everything has a balancing point, and that's part of this mobile lesson, is finding the balance. So again, I use monofilament fish line. You can use string or thread to do this very same thing. I just really like using fish line because it's invisible. So I make a couple little holes, and you sew from the back and then through again. After you've found that balancing point, you make 2 holes on either side of the balancing point. And then, I know you can't see because the thread is invisible, but I'm knotting it at the top, and I make a knot every about 4 inches because that helps the string stay together, and you can also hang it from different levels. So there you go. That's how to make a butterfly.